Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm doing another really quick video on a makeup tutorial. I'm moving really quick through my skincare because it's literally the same thing that I did in the last video. So I just prep with snail mucin and I did some e.l.f. primer, and now I'm just working on my base, which is pretty much the same base that I do in every look. It's the same thing that I did in my last video. I'm doing like a simple glam look, so I just kind of have my hair like an updo. I'm getting ready actually to go do a client, so I'm going to do a hair client this afternoon. So I'm just quickly putting myself together. This is kind of what I do like if I'm in a rush to like get to class and I want to look nice or have a presentation or have a hair client or a makeup client and I'm just like really in a hurry. So I'm using the Fit Me foundation and their concealer in the lightest shades because I'm pretty fair right now. And I just blended that all out. Now I'm going in with a liquid bronzer and I'm just shaping top of my cheekbones, jawline a little bit. I don't do a lot on the jawline just because my jawline is pretty sharp and I'm fixing my dress here. It was falling down. PMSing right now, so I have a bit of a breakout on my forehead. Broke out on my chin first, then I had a breakout on my forehead, then it's kind of like clearing up. And then I'm just kind of going in and just blending this out. This is just pretty simple. I'm not doing anything super extravagant. Definitely not taking my time. I was in a super rush while I was doing this because I had just gotten back from winter break, was moving back in to my student apartment. I had to put everything in, all my makeup, hair kit, all that stuff. Now I am going in with this ColourPop liquid blush, and I'm just doing a couple dots, 3 dots on the cheek, and then I do a little bit on the chin, and then I go ahead and I mix that ColourPop blush, that specific shade that I showed you, with the Lilac Color Cameo liquid blush from e.l.f. and I mix those two together, and then I just blend upward and I just continue to blend. I put a little on my nose. Sometimes I do put a little bit on my forehead actually, just to give me color if I know that I'm not going to end up putting a lot of like contour, a lot of bronzer on my forehead. Sometimes I will put a little blush there too. And then I'm just taking this liquid ColourPop, excuse me, not liquid, it's a stick highlighter, just on the nose. I just did highlighter just on the nose today because I'm in a super rush and I don't have time to go in and try to highlight everywhere. This is not a specific tutorial. Here I'm putting on my glasses, I guess, to try to look smart. I think I was trying to see what I was doing because I am blind. And then I'm using this Makeup Revolution Rosé setting powder under the eyes, pretty much everywhere that I did put concealer. And I am just putting a little bit on my cheeks, anywhere that I can get oily. And I'm putting a little bit extra on the breakout that I have in my forehead right now because I'm PMSing. And I have a triangle of issues on my forehead. The Bermuda Triangle on my forehead. So now I'm filling in my eyebrows, which I do not have much eyebrows because I have plucked, waxed, shaved, cut, you name it, to these poor eyebrows, bleach. So it's time to leave them alone. Trying to convince myself of that. But, you know, I like it how I like it in the moment, I guess. And so I'm taking this like charcoal sort of gray eyeshadow on a angled brush, and I'm really just like working this eyeshadow into my lower lash line and then onto my top lash line. And this is really going to be like the highlight of the look personally for me. I'm trying to draw attention sort of to the eyes, kind of. This is how I brighten up my face and my eyes. This is kind of how I like to bring my look together, is I like to usually do something kind of bold with my eyes. I really like packing in like a charcoal, like ash kind of grayish eyeshadow, actually preferably over liquid eyeliner, because this for me is faster, it's easier, and it kind of gets in everywhere that I need it to. So I'm filling in with that. Now I'm getting mad because I'm running late. So as you can see, I look panicked and my necklace broke off. So yeah. I'm not super serious. I am just like, yeah, you know, just going with life. And then I packed in a little bit of like pink and brown from that Burlington palette that I got. And then this is Makeup Revolution palette. It's the Cherry Icon palette. I've been really loving this palette for quite a while. I've been kind of digging into it. So I was in such a super rush, but I really just like packed it in there, packed in the dark purple in there, packed everything in there. And I'm going to blend that out in a minute. This is kind of like the fast way that I just like blend out my eyeshadow. I just blend everything out kind of at once. And now I'm fixing this updo that I did. And checking that out to see how the bangs kind of fit with the look. I already have some individual falsies on. So, yeah. And then I'm using this Baked Milani blush. I cannot remember off the top of my head this exact shade, but I could list it down below for those that are interested in it. But it's just a really nice baked blush, drugstore blush. Everything pretty much, this look is all drugstore stuff. What's next? Makeup Revolution highlighter. And I did not put cream highlighter, but I am using a little powder highlighter. So I kind of just did this look with whatever I can grab, whatever makeup was in front of me, not any makeup that was like already put away. Whatever was at the top of my desk today was what was getting used while I was in a rush to do my client. And then I am taking this LA Colors lip liner in the shade, come on girl, can we see it? Sienna. Oh, Sienna. That's one of my favorite songs. And shout out the Marias. And yeah, that made me think of them. So I'm taking this Sienna lip liner, lining my lips with that. Slightly overlining it just a little bit because, you know, that's what I do. I like to go big or go home. So I'm just, you know, filling them in, checking out the color. I love it. Here we go. Fill it in, girl. Come on now. Give it to him. Hair a little bit fried, but, you know, we had to bleach all that red out. So I was red. Like, if y'all know Chapel Roan, I really hope I'm saying her name right because I am a fan of her. I love her so much. But how she's got that fiery red hair look going on. My hair was fire red a week ago. Okay? And so if my brain's fried, it's probably from all the bleach that I use because I'm putting on some fox freckles and then I'm playing up this mole on the side of my face because sometimes I like to accentuate that little mole because, you know, it makes me feel like I'm having fun with my makeup. You know, I like a little unique look. I know there's different ways to do these like fake freckles. I personally like to just take a LA Colors light brown, dark brown, no, excuse me, dark to medium brown liner. And I just go in and I just use the edge of that liner and I go like that. I tilt it and sometimes I just dab it on there. I'll get it hot maybe like with the curling iron and hold it over for a minute so it's soft enough to tap over. Or I will just tap and twist. I can do a video on how I do those. I really didn't do a whole lot for this one because it wasn't really the main effect of the look. And then I am digging for more things, per usual. And I'm just blending everything out. I think I'm going to finish off the lip here in a minute is what I'm reaching for. Oh, no, never mind. Lashes. So I'm putting on a little bit. This is actually a volume mascara from Dollar Tree. And I find that it works pretty decent. I'm not a really huge mascara. Apparently I cannot speak today. I'm not a huge mascara girly because I usually wear falsies, and I just call it a day. I now am using a light brown eyeliner pencil on my lips. I know that's a little bit weird. I did not have a brown lip liner, so I use that and it worked just as well. And then I put on a e.l.f. lip stain in Plums Up. Plums Up. And then I'm just going in and kind of accentuating out the line. And that was the look. It was a super quick glam. Very quick just to go do my client.